We have gotten reports about mistreatment in the jail, people being shipped to jails all over, and it is important to know the conditions in jail. We've asked for an opportunity to inspect the jails. Back when I was a felony judge, I would show up unannounced at jails or prisons because I needed to know what kind of treatment people got that go in there. And, when you have people that will probably be arrested here for disorderly conduct, we need to make sure that the jails are treating them properly when they're arrested. But we condemn any violence, and I would have no problem at all if I were still on the bench sending anybody that participated in violence, theft, any of the trespasses that knowingly did so, I'd have no problem sending them to jail. That would not be an issue. So we got to make sure that people like this here that are acting disorderly, that they're treated fairly when they get to jail. We have been asking for months for meetings with the Attorney General. We have asked in letters to the D.C. jail and been refused. The D.C. jail, prison are under the auspices of the federal prison system, and yet we've been denied that. They want no oversight, they don't want to give information, and yet there are reports of people being held and demands for admission of guilt, and they have not been shown the evidence against them. They've not been shown the exonerating, exculpatory evidence as required by law. So there are a lot of problems going on here. Now, for anybody that, for example, is out on bond and then calls in nasty messages to the pretrial release, I got no problem sending them back to jail for sure. But we still need to know, do we have political prisoners here in America or not? And we can't get an answer. And I was taught in the Army that normally no answer is an answer of no, or an answer that, yes, what you're concerned about is happening, so we're not going to answer. So in any event, that's why we're here. That's why we would come out and subject ourselves to standing up for people. Whether they've done right or wrong, they deserve to be treated properly. We're here standing up for due process. And I have fought for due process all of my professional career. I don't know if there's anybody else in Congress that has represented a defendant who was sentenced to be put to death and who represented him for the highest courts and got his case reversed as I did. And as I told the court, the highest criminal court in Texas back when I argued his case, look, I'm here to make sure that we have due process, that people that are brought to trial have an opportunity to have a fair trial, to get due process, to see the evidence against them, and to actually see any exonerating evidence. Didn't happen in that case. His case was reversed. So I'm here just to try to see that due process is done, and I'm pleased to be standing with other concerned people from Congress about what is being happening. Are we housing political prisoners? We need to know the answers.